Many a people still have this misconception that law of attraction is the only reason behind manifestation, and if you are one among those people, you then definitely need to watch this video till the end, because today I am going to share one hidden secret behind manifestation which is definitely not the law of attraction. So stay with me till the end and let's get down to the business. Hello, my beautiful fam. How are you guys? This is Astheet Mindful Maven, and welcome back to my channel. You guys know that I have created this channel to talk about manifestation, mindfulness, mental health, self love, and so much more. These all topics, in one or the other way, are related to brain and how it functions. So I have decided to share this manifestation secret with you, how it works, and how I used it to achieve what I have today. In some cases, if you feel stuck, if you feel demotivated, or if you are trying to manifest abundance, or if you're trying to manifest a good relationship, or a physical health, or a mental health, then guys, believe me, this is the perfect video. This is going to be little
Logical, biological.
complex, but believe me, I have tried my best to make it easy and subsection it properly so that you guys do not get bored. Without much further ado, let's dive in. So we will start with my side of the story. Around 1.5 year ago, I was under a lot of stress and I was facing a lot of issues. I was trying to basically make a switch in my job, and I was also trying to maintain one healthy lifestyle, like a good routine, having like doing exercises or something. And I was also trying to do some courses or some certifications to have a good skill set improvement for my profession. But end of the day, I was always so much demotivated that whatever I used to do, I used to feel demotivated in that. So let's say I used to go on that treadmill. I used to feel that 30 minutes of treadmill and I'm observing absolutely no changes in my body. Like, I am running every day and there are no changes in the body. And I also used to think that it is such a waste of time. I would have taken some rest, I would have studied or done something else. Then when I used to switch to my studies, at that point of time, I used to feel that, oh, there are so many people in this world who are actually doing great without having these many certifications and skill sets.
And what I'm going to do with that, 1 year of whole prep will be required, then I will go for the certification, and it is going to be whole efforts in vain, and I'm lagging behind. People have already made a switch without these kind of skill sets.
So basically, on one fine day, what I decided that I'll go and talk to a psychiatrist. Oh, so now that we are talking about psychiatrist, let me tell you through this channel that if you are talking to a psychiatrist, it doesn't mean that you have some mental condition. What it actually means is that you are taking good care of your mental health, and so you want some regular checkups, like just like you do with the doctors. Okay, you're having some regular checkups with someone who is going to talk about you, who are going to not judge you for what you are, and you will be easily able to share what you have in your mind. Okay, so this is just like a regular checkup. So going to a psychiatrist is not a bad sign. So now coming back to the topic. When I talked to her and shared the story with her, she told me that this is a deep burnout. Okay, what it means is that when I'm sitting idle, I feel that I need to work on something. And when I'm getting up to work on something, I feel demotivated and I feel that I need some rest. So what she told me actually changed my life. Okay, so she said that it's time to change the perspective of working. So let's say if I'm on the treadmill at a part, okay, I should not think that I am working out and I'm not losing weight. Instead, I should be thinking that I'm making a move every day for 30 minutes. Okay, so what I am doing is basically, instead of sitting in front of Netflix and munching and just thinking about life, I am actually making a daily move of 30 minutes. And what she told me actually changed it. It changed the whole perspective. And then within 1 year, I actually made a good switch into a great company. And I also joined a proper gym, started going to that without feeling demotivated. The best part is that I got some sense of accomplishment. Because of that, I created time for my hobbies. Like, I created this YouTube channel, and today, when I'm sharing all of this with you guys, I feel immensely happy and proud. Now we are going to talk about exactly what happened in the background. Congratulations for surviving to the part where you are going to get your answers. What she did is actually use the two very basic but very deep techniques of neuroscience. First one was the neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, also known as neural plasticity, is the ability of the neural networks in the brain to change through the growth and reorganization. This process can occur in response to learning new skills, experiencing environmental changes, recovering from injuries, or adapting to the sensory or cognitive deficits. Such adaptability highlights the dynamic and ever evolving nature of the brain even in the adulthood. That is why people are able to do things which they cannot earlier. So, exactly when she told me to redo the things which I used to do earlier by changing my perspective, my synapses started creating a new pattern instead of the pattern which I created earlier. It started rewiring the state, and instead of reaching to the same obvious conclusion, which was burnout, this time I actually reached to the destination, which is I switched my job and I also went to gym without feeling demotivated. And my synapses started to understand that there is another source or the another way of reaching to the destination. And once you know what is the source, you have to work hard to just reach to the destination. The second thing which she tried on me was a placebo effect. The placebo effect is a thought to be caused by a combination of physiological and psychological factors. Psychological factors include the patient's expectations and the beliefs about the treatment. Physiological factors includes the release of endorphins, which are natural pain relievers and other neurotransmitters that can affect mood and the well-being. Placebos are also popular because they can sometimes produce relief through psychological mechanisms, a phenomenon known as placebo effect. So, the $1,000,000 question is, how is manifestation related to neuroscience? It is pretty evident that when we consistently focus on something which is a particular goal or a desire, then we start strengthening a neural pathway towards our desire. This process, known as the repetition priming, makes it more likely that we will perceive and act in the ways that align with our desired outcomes. A study published in the journal Neuron provides compelling evidence for this. Researchers found that the professional pianist exhibited larger motor cortices in the areas responsible for finger movement, a direct result of focus practice and sculpted brains. Now, as you guys know, I am a pretty practical and a logical person, and I do not wholesale believe in the manifestation as a passive process. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you is that manifestation can only work if you are going to put in some consistent effort, you are going to focus on the intentions with which you are trying to work on it, and you have a willingness to actually take a concrete action towards it. The visualization part, the positive affirmation part, it can be an incredible tool, no doubt, but the thing is, how you are integrating that with the tangible steps is basically deciding its efficacy, that how is it going to work and help you in achieving your goals. And finally, we have reached to the end of this video. Thank you for watching it for full. And if you really loved it, please do share it with your friends and your family. Please do mention in the comments how did you find it. And also, I'll see you in the next video.